Can you survive Modelland?
Hey, it's Tyra.
The other night, my boyfriend and I were scrolling through YouTube trying to find something to watch while falling asleep when we came across something, for sure. We thought it was some weird meme remix or like some AI shit, but we put it on anyway. We give it a listen and we laugh at how bad it is, and we go to the comments and everyone is treating it like it's a real song. And to our shock, we find out that it really is real. We give it a quick search. We do not Google it. We do not need some dumb AI summary trying to shove itself down our throats. And the song is not only real, but it's the theme to a book by the same name that is more than 14 years old. Now I know I'm late to this. Everybody knows about Modelland. Arin, how could you not know about Modelland? It's best-selling book Modelland. No, it's New York Times best-selling book Modelland. But I'll be honest, I didn't even know who Tyra Banks was until early this year, late last year, when a certain documentary came out. The one that Tyra Banks is suing Netflix over, allegedly. Anyways, for those who don't know, Modelland is a young adult fantasy dystopian book written by reality TV star and supermodel Tyra Banks.
It's Tyra.
I did consider reading this whole book and give like an in-depth breakdown and plot synopsis, but plenty of people have done that, and honestly, I really don't want to do that. It just sounds like the worst use of time that I don't have. But from the videos I watched and the many reviews and websites I saw, it seems the book and all 576 pages of it were not received that well. Well, some people said, was fun and campy, but most people were just saying it's a disaster. So besides a book and this theme song that, I hinted at the beginning, I'll get back to it eventually. There was also a theme park. Well, not exactly a theme park. Miss Banks described it as, Modelland is not just an attraction. It's a place full of stories that battle what attractive means. Making a theme park attraction or whatever it was supposed to be around a dystopian fantasy fashion novel kind of seems a little weird, but if Miss Banks wants to milk the Modelland IP, that's her prerogative. The theme park officially closed in 2022, though I did struggle to find out whether it had actually opened up to begin with. There were articles talking about how it never really fully opened, but there were also articles saying that it had opened with pictures of the theme park. I was getting mixed signals. So my hypothesis is that they opened up for a short time, or they were opened up to only like a select group of people, and that's why there isn't really a specific idea of whether it properly opened up or not. A ticket to Modelland would have cost you anywhere from $35 to $225, which to me sounds insane for something in a mall. Oh, did I not mention that it was in a mall? But yes, the post-COVID version of Modelland was located officially at the Santa Monica Place shopping mall. Some of the features that were planned for the experience originally included a catwalk where visitors could strut their stuff and feel like real models, a fashion photography studio where you could take part in a professional photo shoot, a beauty bar where visitors could receive makeovers and learn about the latest beauty trends, a retail area where you could purchase Modelland merchandise, and a restaurant and cafe that were serving healthy and delicious food options. In theory, this sounds alright, and it could sound like it's fun. I don't know, I'm a sucker for themed activities, and I'm sure this could have been a fun time, though obviously none of these plans really came to fruition. I'll say though, half of these things you could have already done at the mall. Though obviously the whole mall situation was not part of the original 21,000 square foot park idea, but with the changes and setbacks that Miss Banks directed towards COVID, they ended up having to redesign the experience to fit within this new venue with only 10,000 square feet. Now, I'm sure you're asking, Arin, you mentioned the theme song. When are we ever going to hear about this theme song? The song is what I can only describe as the nightmare combination of a beat only Beyonce could love, as well as someone's first attempt at a Vocaloid song if they had never heard music before in their life. Though, I do have an awful confession. The song has been stuck in my head for days now. It's truly terrible. After listening to the song so much, I have sadly become addicted to it. And it's really terrible news because I have this thing where sometimes a song just sticks in my head, which, you'll say, everyone has earworms, everyone gets songs stuck in their head. When a song sticks, it really sticks. And years down the line, I'll be listening to some other song, or I'll be in the middle of a conversation and suddenly it'll pop up and torture me. And I can tell, I can even smell that this is going to be one of those cases. And for that, I will never recover. Tell me, what do you know about Model Land?
Is that how you're going to start the video?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, here's what I know about Model Land. I know that, as we usually do before bed, we were scrolling through YouTube and we came across a video and we were introduced to this song and we both thought it was a joke. And then we very quickly came to find out it's a very real song.
Yeah.
I know that it was in order to promote a book. That's what I've got.
Okay, how much do you know about them?
Not like almost nothing. She said it's like a superhero boarding school.
It's not a superhero board. It's a supermodel boarding school. It's just that
But
when
they
you're a
have
model,
powers.
yeah, they have powers, but that's because they're supermodels. Yeah, I would like to read to you the plot summary of the book.
Okay, so we're starting with the book.
Yeah, we're starting with the book. It's a whole lore situation. A young, awkward-looking girl with one ominous green eye by the name of Tookie de la Creme is kidnapped and forced to attend...
Sorry, can you start again?
Yeah.
Okay.
A young, awkward-looking girl with one ominous green eye by the name of Tookie de la Creme is kidnapped and forced to attend the legendary boarding school, Model Land, for a chance to join the Intoxibellas, the most celebrated models in the world. What are your thoughts so far?
What color's her other eye? One ominous green eye, or she only has one eye.
No, she has two eyes. Along the way, she meets a plus-sized girl named Dylan, a 4'7" and then in brackets 140 centimeter girl named Shiraz, and a girl with albinism named Piper. Together they form a strong bond as they face the trials and tribulations of Model Land, endeavoring to find the truth about why they were all accepted to it and why a mysterious imposter seems to want nothing more than for them to be gone.
It sounds like that one episode of Glee where Sue and Mr. Schuster take half of the Glee Club and she goes, Asian, other Asian.
Asian, other Asian, Aretha.
Why did it have to be plus size? Also, why do we know so much about her and her height and all of that? And someone who's an albino person.
Yeah. The height person is a different person. There's three friends.
Oh, okay.
There's Dylan.
Oh, someone who's plus
plus
size, someone who's small.
a short ass bitch,
I think
right?
I was going to say a short.
A short, right? Named Shiraz, right?
Like the wine.
A girl with albinism named Piper. Now, I'd like to go through some trivia that I found about the book.
Okay.
If you had to guess, how many pages do you think this book is?
I've seen people holding it. It does look pretty substantial. I would guess around 400 pages.
You're close, actually. It's 576 pages, which, for context, The Hobbit is 310 pages, and the original Dune book is only 128 pages longer. So the original Dune book is like around 700 pages.
Did she write it?
She wrote it, but she also had a ghostwriter.
Yeah. That doesn't... So it was ghostwritten.
Some of the things that I'm about to tell you about the book, I do think she had a large part in at least like the conceptual like situation.
That's like her thing though, like even with the ice cream thing, like she's very much like, this was my idea. And it does...
Oh, and the ice cream makes a feature in Model Land.
The hot ice cream.
Well, smize, the term that she coined,
Yes.
smiling with your eyes. Apparently there's like a big thing about smize. It's like its own power in the book.
Smiling with your eyes was invented by Tyra Banks.
Yes, at least it's said that she coined the term. Anyways, here are some of my favorite fun facts that I came across in my research. If you had to guess what Tookie's father, Chris, what his profession is in the book, what would you say?
Okay, the ominous green-eyed girl.
Yeah. What her father does. What if I told you he's a one-eyed ringmaster in the circus?
Okay, so what is it with the eyes? Oh, well, smiling with the eyes, right?
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
only has one.
Yes.
So
He can only smile. There's a brother school for male models in the book. So that school is called Testosterone.
trans?
If you leave Modelland without permission, you will instantly age 50 years. Yeah. There's also a power that, like, as soon as you turn 29, you revert back to being 17, and then you're 17 for the rest of your life.
That's wrong. Yeah. That's wrong.
A lot of the powers
17.
are wrong. Yes.
Why specifically? Why not like 21?
Yo.
What?
There's a class called Kara
That's why
Kara
the book
Kara.
is so long, because they have to try and establish all of this fucked up like world building. That seems pretty unnecessary.
From what I could tell, like, a major part of the book is just world building. There's a class called Kara Kara Kara.
Like a lesson, like a...
a lesson, which basically translates to face. I assume this is the language they speak in the book, like the models, which is Gaudian. This was my favorite one. On the first day of Model Land class, everyone's cycles sync up so that everyone can experience their cramps at the same time and learn how to mask their pain. And then when this like exercise where like everyone's cycles is synced up is done, then you never have your period ever again.
I'm starting to believe she was more involved in the writing.
yeah. That's why I was like, wait until you hear.
Because it really gives... She was really like, I need these things to happen. And they're like, what? And she's like, they gotta be in the book.
Luckily, I also have an excerpt from the book.
Okay.
It was really difficult to find specific excerpts without like actually having to go through the actual book, because that was the one rule. I don't want to actually read this book. No amount of lack of research is going to force me to do that. This is the excerpt. But for most of the year, Model Land is covered in fog. Its color changing with each passing day as if it's a gargantuan mood ring. You begin your morning staring at the fog, longing for the fateful evening when it will turn a golden yellow and then finally, like a push-up brazier, lift.
What? What?
The book doesn't start with her in Model Land.
It's like Harry Potter, like...
Yeah, she goes through a competition where she basically has to like walk on this runway, and like there's a bunch of quote-unquote ugly people. Not my words, you know. Just from like the descriptors that she used, she was like, "Why is she even walking on this runway, bruh?"
That's insane. It kind of does speak to the time, because this, if I'm not mistaken, this was all happening in like the early 2010s. Because she's also like, she has a very unconventional job, you know. So like it, like being like a host and like an entertainer is so complicated. Like, you're not really an actor, so like you can't, you know, and maybe you can do stuff like that, but that's not really your job, you know. So you have to like, I know, you know, people were really throwing stuff at the wall, but like this was not necessary.
Now, what if I tell you she did introduce a challenge in season 17 of America's Top Model where they made a 2-part fashion film? Luckily, I found both parts on YouTube.
Oh my god. So wait, was this like a part of the marketing?
It was actually part of the America's Top Model season 17 challenges. Yes. And they were in 2 separate episodes, and one of them was the season finale of the season.
That's actually a joke.
And you can see it's like short.
Yeah, it's 1 minute.
This is also the best quality I could find it in.
Yeah, sure. What? Why are they all wearing the same outfit?
My thing is, the song mentions 4 chicks in green.
And
why are they all in yellow? There's someone running for class president or Model Land, like student representative or something, and like they're like, the thing that they're like promoting is like vote for love. Tuki de la Creme sees this in the badges. Like, she squints at it from a distance and she sees her name in it. But like, where did the K come from?
I think it came from delusion.
Is it
because of that green eye?
It's
that. What is it? What was the
ominous green
ominous
eye?
Green eye, yeah.
Right.
Is that?
That is Tyra Banks.
Girl. What? What? What?
It's okay.
Oh.
I'm Tyra, and I'm doing it.
But I think that's because it looks like the cover of the book, right?
Yeah, it's
but
just
also,
like,
how does she do that with her face?
I can't can't even describe the things her eyebrows and nose are doing.
Arin.
Chicks in green running the.
I think that's Smize. I
But
think that's
her
the
eyes
point.
are not smiling. Her eyes are tunneling into me, laser focused.
Yeah.
You know, cutting into my soul.
Yeah.
So this is part 1, and this was in the middle of the season.
Oh no, that was a fever dream. Like, yeah,
When
the
she's
thumb.
sucking the thumb.
It's also like I don't understand why they don't speak at all for the first minute and 15 seconds, and then they only speak in the last 30 seconds.
They only say I'm Tukey.
And their names.
I'm Laura. I'm Turkey. I'm Allison. I'm Kiki. I'm Lisa. I'm Tukey. I'm Angela. I'm Toki.
Okay, we're doing part 2.
Yeah, now we're doing part 2.
Yeah, I'm like not gonna lie, I'm itching. I need to see
This
shit.
this part is shorter though.
I see that. 20 seconds. Okay.
Yes. And from what I could tell, this is it. I did as much research to see if I
To
could.
see if maybe it's cut off too early or something.
Yeah. You know, it was maybe cut down for copyright reasons, but apparently this is it.
Oh. Go back to the yellow dresses. Okay.
Another.
That was jarring.
Yeah.
I have to be honest.
What
that
I
was shocking.
think this was is they said we have some extra footage.
Yeah.
From the original challenge. Let's show it in the finale.
Yeah.
It's a
It
dystopian
kind of gives more
supermodel
like
school. Like
she got onto set and she was like she told them like, no guys, we're gonna do this thing, like, you know, it's gonna be based on the book, whatever. She got onto set and she was like, you know that clip of Debbie Ryan, like, I'm gonna make history. She was like, I'm just gonna fuck around. Like, I told them I'm gonna do this stuff, but I'm just gonna see what feels.
guys, you don't understand
Right.
the vision. You don't see it.
Yeah.
You just need to do as I tell you.
The dean is a genius.
The dean is a genius.
Caleb,
Yeah.
can you survive Model Land?
Yeah. Put that shit on.
Before we begin, we will be using this video called Tyra Banks Model Land theme song with genius annotations.
Yeah.
But shout out to T for your basement.
Yeah.
For this one.
It's Tyra B running in the NY street with 4 chicks in green, and they all looking mean. They are.
Oh my god. It's just shocking every single time.
It is just shocking every single time. It's shocking how offbeat she is. And I actually found an instrumental version of the song,
Oh wow.
right? Because I wanted to see, like, is this mostly bad because of the instrumental? But, right? This sounds like some shit Beyonce would.
Yes.
The song starts with, hey, it's Tyra B, right?
Hey, it's Tyra B.
And I'm glad she had to introduce herself, you know, because maybe you didn't know it was Tyra B.
It's true.
And according to Genius, you know, she's here trying to make us feel safe, get us on a first name basis with her. But there's also speculation that, you know, that because this person is being so adamant that they're Tyra B, it's actually not Tyra Banks, but an imposter, and even possibly a clone of the artist going by Tyra B.
What?
Think about the repetition in this
Sure.
line, right? Why does this Tyra need to reaffirm itself as Tyra B? I just don't think supermodel reality
Almost
star,
like they went-
New York bestseller author Tyra Banks would need to affirm
Yeah.
who she is like this.
It's almost like they went, hey, it's Tyra B. Like they forgot to. Jarring. Okay.
Now running in the NY street.
Running in the NY street with 4 chicks in green, and they all looking mean.
Being known for their voluptuous speeds, the 4 greens would rather run than slowly walk or trudge
So-
and flirt with the New York citizens.
Are the 4 chicks in green the Toki and then the 4 minority people that she meets?
the 3 minority
Yes.
people. So the 4 of them,
Yeah.
I assume, are the,
the
4
short
chicks in
person,
green.
the plus size person, and the albino person.
Yes.
Okay.
They really try to, like, emphasize, you know, it's very high risk, very
Yeah.
Also the fact that she says running and not running, you know, it's very important. It's very integral to the story.
I feel like it emphasizes, at least from my interpretation, like how fast they have to run. They can't even finish the word, you know.
Yeah,
they
you
have
know,
to
like,
get it.
they're
They gotta
running.
leave the G out because they don't have any time.
Yeah. Or maybe it's also because, you know, they're the 4 chicks in green, you know, therefore the G is already implied.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
They are running for their life, their beauty is in strife.
And they're running for their life and their beauty is in strife.
Oh no.
So we know that, according to the previous descriptions, they're all ugly as fuck.
Right.
And could never be supermodels.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what their beauty is in strife. They just needed to make sure that we knew we were talking about these fucking ugly women.
Is it supposed to be a thing of like, even uglies can model?
Yeah.
Running from this wasteland and back to model land.
Oh, the wasteland. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Sure.
Running from those wasteland.
And back to model. So
Now-
is the wasteland New York City?
Yes.
Okay.
It does seem like that's the situation. To be fair, the book is a dystopian.
But then why are we referencing New York? Running the NY Street.
Because I guess even in dystopia, New York.
Yeah, Zoran Mamdani kept them sorted out.
Yeah, they're running from their common dystopian smizeless lives. They're treated like girls who are happy to look a mess towards the glitz and glam of Model Land Academy. They achieve the perfect smize. So
Right.
the perfect smize seems to be the goal, to become a Intoxabella. That's like the elite,
top.
the elite group
Like
of
the prima.
models.
Yeah.
Prima donnas, if you will. And they only have it once.
And
during
magic that
class.
syncs up
All the
the
girls'
girls' periods, yes.
Yeah, then it vanishes, and somehow they're still able to get pregnant.
Of course.
Of course. The point where one of the students throws up a baby out of her mouth while vomiting.
500 pages isn't enough.
Can you survive model land? Can you survive?
This
This is the chorus. Mm.
Can you survive Model Land? This asks a very important question.
The
Can
thesis of the
you
song.
survive Model Land? It's both a challenge to the protagonist and to the audience.
Yes.
It's the only way to find out what it actually represents is by reading Tyra Banks' literary magnum opus.
Sure.
So I'd like to ask you this question.
Can you survive?
Can you survive Model Land?
Definitely not.
No, I also don't think so. Hey,
Definitely not.
I feel like once I started turning into a cat by going down a hallway,
My goat. That's fucking incredible.
that's incredible. Run in the New York streets. Yet another genius, clever double entendre from Queen Tyra Banks. It could mean, they're physically running away.
Yeah.
Or they want to run the New
Yeah,
York
like they
streets.
run. Yeah.
They've already become girl bosses.
Yeah.
In the New York streets.
Here, in such a way that a crime boss such as Taylor Swift runs the New York streets. Also note that this is not the same street as previously mentioned, as that was the singular New York street. They were running from the New York street, and now they're running from the New York street.
Running in the New York street. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
So it does, yeah.
Yes, this potentially hints at an alternate universe where the timeline split after their beauty was in strife.
I think you skipped over the whole, in a way, that crime boss, such as Taylor Swift,
That
runs
is
the
what
New York
hap-
street.
That's how I started.
Oh, that's
how I
so
started.
funny. I did not lock into that. That's so funny. Oh my god.
Can you survive Model Land? The you in question cannot survive Model Land. I'm glad that it's answered to us. And here they bring up, obviously, the Model Land theme park experience. Now, how much do you know about this theme park?
Nothing.
They're going to do things like have a catwalk.
Yeah.
Where visitors could strut their stuff. Okay, that makes sense, Model Land. Fashion photography studio where guests could take part in professional photo shoots. Beauty bar where you could receive makeovers and learn about beauty trends. A retail area where you could buy Model Land merchandise, and a restaurant and cafe. But then COVID happened and they had to kind of scrap a lot of that stuff. Also,
COVID.
this was set to open in 2016 and then it got delayed, and then it was supposed to open in 2019 and then COVID happened.
Yeah.
From what I could tell, COVID was being used as a reason for a lot of other issues that were coming.
They
with
did that
the
at my high
situation.
school. Remember that whole sports center that I told you about? It was exactly because they said it was supposed to be done in 2019, and then at the end of 2020 they were like, yeah, guys, obviously COVID. We were like,
and then after that she used it to promote the Smize ice cream situation.
Yeah.
Now, do we
I
think
guess.
she knows what double entendres are? Do you think this was a purposeful choice? Or was she just saying, oh, they're dressed in green, and they're also looking at me?
For their life, their beauty is in strife. Running from this wasteland.
Their beauty is in strife. This actually just means nothing.
It doesn't mean anything. You can't use strife to describe beauty. Strife is like difficulty.
Yes. What she's saying is they're ugly. That's what she's trying to say.
But there's so many other words that you could use.
Yeah.
What does strife rhymes with life? That's why.
That is why.
You survive Model Land.
Can you survive Model Land? Now, she does repeat this 5 times, which, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights
at
at
Freddy's. I guess in this moment, she isn't asking if we can survive Model Land, but if we could survive Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. Probably.
Probably, yeah.
That I feel confident in. Actually, I don't. Because I played Five Nights at Freddy's one time and I was so scared the whole time.
I'd love to play Five Nights at Freddy's with you.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not into it. I
Yeah.
don't want to play it.
Let's do it.
No.
If this video can get 5K likes.
I hate that so much. That was awful.
You know, and when 2 people watch this video.
Yeah, for sure, of course. Yeah, the 4 chicks in green.
4 chicks in green. Wow, I mean, my God. This
No,
is
because it's
insane.
true.
Wow.
Like, what do you do after you age out of being a supermodel? You know, I think
Just die.
yeah. Well, obviously that's what she was referencing, turning 29 and then going back to being 17. She obviously felt some type of way about turning
Yeah.
30. So, yeah.
Yeah, she clearly felt some kind of way
Obviously
about
she was
that.
like, shit, like, because she's not really modeling, but now obviously she has this show. But she was just roasting the fuck out of every young girl on that show.
Yeah.
And she said,
Can you survive Model Land?
and so I do think, yeah, it's giving she was really not sure.
No, she clearly was not sure.
From this wasteland and back to Model Land.
Running from the wasteland and back to Model Land. I'd be running too, honestly. Everyone should go on SoundCloud and look up Roblox Birth of Gay Jesus by Pyrus and Brittany Cade, as that is what Model Land was inspired by. What?
Is the song based on this song?
That's what they were saying.
There's a cross at the top.
This doesn't seem that crazy.
We've reached Bethlehem, Mary.
Why did we stop, Joseph? Keep going.
What? I don't think there is one. I don't think there's a correlation.
No.
I'm fine. Looks at her incompetent hush
Yeah.
band. Incompetent.
This is... It's just copyright.
What is happening?
Stop there.
Oh,
My, what a beautiful pregnant lady we have here.
I know.
Wanna see my long bread? It's on discount.
what the...
Place where cows sleep. I am shocked.
Nah. Nah.
OMG.
My camera did die while we were recording that, but I wanted to come in and say thank you for watching. I'm trying to put myself out there a little bit more and, actually do things that enjoy and interest me outside of the crippling stress that is my final year of studying. So this was one of those things. I found this weird song and I went on a deep dive because it was weird and interesting. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this. This was fun and I want to keep doing things like this more often. And with that, I'm going to tell you, go check out some of the other stuff on my channel. I'm going to be uploading more, maybe not videos like this, but more of my film stuff. And maybe that's not what you're interested in, but it never hurts to go and check it out and maybe you'll find something you enjoy. I guess I'll see you when I see you.